We are at the Barossa Chateau. Look at the lavender. It is spring. Overlooking the vineyards in the Barossa Valley. Look at that gorgeous pink blossom on the tree there. Now this is just some of the rose garden. That's a great shot of the chateau there. I painted at a wedding here probably about 8 years ago, and all of the roses were in flower then, but there are still many spectacular places around here to paint, and I'm looking forward to doing that today. Okay, so I'm getting out my colours here, and I've got to tell you, this Tony Grey Pinkish is turning out to be one of my favourite colours. As I said, a little complicated this painting today. Little bite-sized chunks and we'll get there. So we're painting in South Australia today in the beautiful Barossa Valley, and we're painting at the Barossa Chateau in their gardens. They've actually got over 30,000 rose bushes, and I've actually been here when they've all been in bloom when I painted at a wedding here, and it was just such a beautiful time that I had to come back here, and I knew that you would enjoy visiting this place with me today. Here is obviously the same kind of soil that's up there in the vineyard. Just makes sense, right? So just going to scrape some of that across like that. Obviously I don't want that to feature in my painting. There's going to be other things coming over the top, but just getting that bit of a background in there like that. I don't want any white canvas showing here, so I want to keep going with this. So I've got my phthalo green and my oxide of chromium, or chromium green oxide, and I'm sweeping it in there like that. Alright, just getting this green in between here. At the lavender bush, it's sort of growing in clumps like that. So again, this is just background here. I just want to get rid of all of the white on the canvas at this stage. See, like that? And I'm just going to go like that with them. See how I'm turning my brush around like that? And that's creating the canopies on the top of the trees around the Barossa Valley, and you can see straight in front of us there's some vines. Because it's spring, the vines are just starting to come back to life. So what I see in the distance there is a lot of brown, gnarly trunks, which probably makes some very nice wine. Now I'm going to a smaller brush, size 0. Again, the other one was a size 0 too, but different brands, different sizes. You just want something about that size. Now, notice how I'm twisting and dragging the brush through there like that. Right, I just want a bit of a fine edge here. Now you will notice as well that most vineyards have posts that are holding them up, so I'm just starting with little suggestions of little posts up the back here, and I'm going over the soil part because that's where the vineyards are. See, I'm sort of doing some soft, some dark. So I'm painting out in the garden today at this beautiful Barossa Chateau. I had to share some of this with you. Look at this. This is the interior of the chateau, where there's an incredible collection by Herman Thung, who was interned during World War II, and then later obviously went on to become very wealthy and had all of these things imported from overseas over the years and built up this incredible collection that we are now lucky enough to see today. So the Barossa Valley is not all about wine and roses, it's about antiques as well. Okay, so welcome to phase 3 of this painting of the beautiful Barossa Valley. We are at the Barossa Chateau and it's fantastic here. So inspiring. I'm living the dream here today, painting live on location. I think I might have to go to a finer brush actually. This filbert, as much as I love it, if I had started out the day getting these fine bits in, it would be okay, but it's really needs a good wash now. So I'm just going to swap brushes. I've actually got another, this is a size 2 round brush, a Neef, which we can get to you. But in some brands it might be a size 0 or a size 1. So see how I'm using a different technique now. I'm twisting and dragging like that, and I'm going to go lighter. So twisting and dragging through like that, using some of the toning grey pinkish to get, look at that beautiful light hitting that lavender now. So look at this, this is what we've got to get in here. See how I'm getting these strokes like this. Again, this is an Impressionist painting. This is a suggestion here. Look at that, gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Light is the hardest thing to get into a painting, it really is. But if you look at every Impressionist painting by Monet, Manet, Renoir, any of the famous Impressionists, you will see that what's so special about their painting is that they've gotten the light into it. More white. Again, I don't want to completely mix it up. See how I've got a combination of a darker and a lighter pink. Now I'm going to grab some of my toning pink. Interesting story we found out today that Queen Elizabeth actually came and did the official opening here. Okay, I've got some yellow deep here. Just going to pop a bit there to give it a little bit of extra depth. There we go. Again, artistic license, because I've been to this beautiful place before, and I also know that the yellow is going to work really well with the lavender colours in front. There we go. And while I've got the purple colours here, I may as well just mix up a little bit more of my ultramarine blue and my alizarin crimson here. Important to use your warm blue with your cool red to make a nice purple. So I've got all of those shades there, and pop in my lavender over here. Notice how, again, how I'm doing this. I'm sort of stamping. I'm doing a bit of a stamp and a drag, and I've got these little tiny ones in the background over here, but as I'm coming forward they're getting a little bit bigger. So nice to get some colour in here. Look at this. I love a cottage garden. Now I've got my beautiful red geraniums. Look at them, they're just like fluorescent. So I've just grabbed some of my cadmium scarlet, just straight cadmium scarlet here, to start for my beautiful geraniums in the foreground here. They look fluorescent, they're so amazing. Now see how I'm doing some stamping like this together. It's not just one stroke like I was doing there, because these flowers are more in the foreground and they are a little bit larger, and some of them are coming over the lavender like that. It's important to keep coming back and getting more paint on my brush. It's fantastic, right? You don't have to get it exactly right. Now I've just picked up a little bit of straight magenta on my brush and just popping it in there just to make that suggestion of some shadow and maybe a few different rose colours through here. One may say I've got my rose-coloured glasses on today. I think some of the advantages of painting on location is that it forces you to stop. The cold wind forces you to stop alone. So I hope you've enjoyed creating this painting with me today in the beautiful Barossa Chateau Gardens here in the Barossa Valley. So with Art Class Online, we'd like to take you to a variety of places and give you a variety of different lessons to learn art classes from. So make sure you send in your images of this painting or any of the other paintings on our website to me, because I love to see your own artwork as well. So until next time, happy creating!